This is the JSF F-35. It's a pretty sweet looking airplane, right? Well, it's supposed to be the prize of the US military and worthy to be called a 21st century fighter. Plus, it's designed to do it all. They call it the Joint Strike Fighter because it's versatile. This F-35 is supposed to be able to perform the following missions: close air support for ground troops, long-range bombing missions, and air-to-air combat. Under the blanket of stealthy flight, it's supposed to be able to slip deep into enemy airspace and deliver a strike, or fly close enough to support troops, all the while destroying any fighters that try to stop it. Just like a sci-fi movie come true, right? Now the problem is, each of these missions require tactical advantages that are inherently incompatible. For example, a long-range bomber needs to be ultra-fast, whereas close support aircraft needs a slow stall speed. An air-to-air fighter needs power and acceleration as opposed to a close fire support aircraft, which needs fuel efficiency. In order to examine this aircraft, I'm going to bring in Mr. Pierre Spree. This is a man with a distinguished career as a United States defense analyst and aircraft designer. He brought us the F-16 Falcon and the A-10 Warthog. We will have him look at each mission one by one and explain how the F-35 could perform. Let's begin with close air support.
What about as support for troops, air support?
That's the most laughable of all, because to support troops, you have to be able to get in close, to maneuver, to find really difficult to find camouflage targets. You have to be able to turn at quite slow speed. Mm-hmm. You have to carry a large gun, say like the A-10, and you have to be able to stay in the vicinity of the troops for 4 to 6 hours. You have to be able to loiter in order to really give them all-day cover when they need it.
And
this
the
is
F-35?
Hopelessly impossible with the F-35.
Why?
The F-35 uses far too much gas. It's lucky if it can hang around for an hour or an hour and a half at most. The maneuverability is laughable. You know, you couldn't possibly get down in the weeds, as the pilots say, with this airplane and turn in time to see a tank.
Okay, so we are going to have to give this one a good old stamp of failure. Next.
So in air-to-air combat, in dogfights?
In dogfighting, it's hopeless. You can guarantee that a 1950s designed MiG-21 or French Mirage would just hopelessly whip the F-35.
Where is that stamp? There we go. Next.
It's a terrible bomber. So you can put 2 big bombs inside this thing, you know, which is a ridiculous payload.
Okay, so then what in the world is this thing good for?
So what is it good at?
It's not good at anything.
So you're telling me it's a bad airplane, it can't do dogfights, it can't protect troops on the ground, it's a lousy bomber, and despite everything that the manufacturer is saying, it's not stealth.
Correct.
So what is
You
the
are
point
exactly correct.
So what is the point of this plane?
The point is to spend money. That is the mission of the airplane, is for the U.S. Congress to send money to Lockheed. That's the real mission of the airplane.
What can we learn from this?
As soon as you go to design a multi-mission airplane, you're sunk. As soon as you try to make the airplane do close support, air-to-air, deep interdiction bombing, and to carry a whole long laundry list of technologies as long as my arm, you're sunk. You'll never get a good airplane out of that. You'll get a kludge, you know, that will fail, you know, time and time again.
The F-35 is like a carpenter who tries to invent a tool that can pound nails, cut wood, and pour concrete. It just doesn't work. Let's relate this to business. I had a pest control client who, before working with me, was engaged in a paid Google traffic campaign. He was targeting keywords like bedbug control, spider control, and ant exterminator. And then he was running all of this traffic where? Right to his homepage, his one-size-fits-all homepage. That's just like a military airplane that tries to be a one-size-fits-all fighter. And hey, if what you want to do with your PPC campaign is spend money, then you're doing it right. But if you're trying to optimize your investment, then it's laughable. Instead of sending traffic, your paid traffic, to a generic homepage of your website, send them to a specialized landing page that is specific and relevant for each key phrase. Put in the time to create the right marketing tool for the right job. Remember, each marketing tool should be as specialized as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video about marketing insights. As always, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you need help with PPC or any other marketing campaign, go to snapbusinesssolutions.com and under Products and Services, select the marketing tool that you are interested in and then contact us.